Hello, welcome. This is Sports This Morning. I'm Austin Okonakpan.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salam.
Okay, let's get off with the show now, and we're going to Berlin in Germany, where the ITTF German Open is going on, and that guy, Arno Quadri, is still on fire. He has made it to the main draw. Can Arno Quadri continue at the German Open? That's the question.
And of course, right there in Australia, Andy Murray and Milos Raonic at about 9:30 this morning will begin a quest to pick a ticket for the final. Who will join Novak Djokovic in the final of the Australian Open? Remember, Andy Murray has been to the final 4 times and he lost to Djokovic 3 times. Will he be able to overpower the big 7 Milos Raonic? That's the big question this morning. The game is starting 9:30 this morning.
We'll find out in a couple of hours. Like I said, it's going to be very, very tight. They've met 6 times before, and it's 3 wins apiece for the both players. Also on the show, Draymond Green and Klay Thompson will join reigning MVP Steph Curry to give the Golden State Warriors a trio of all-stars for next month's showpiece in Toronto. Cecilia, Austin, well deserved.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely. You know, when the list came out, you know, before the coach had to pick and all that,
when the fans voted. Yes.
I was like, what happened? Where's Draymond Green? But right now he's there, so it shows that his hard work. Of course, I'm brave. I mean, Klay Thompson. Draymond Green has been the best when it comes to Golden State Warriors, because after Steph Curry, you also have another player who is actually doing big things Klay Thompson, of course.
He had a season high 45 points just a couple of days ago.
Right.
We talked about it on the show, and it's good to see him, you know, in the All-Star event. Well deserved. Draymond Green as well too. We talked about how versatile he is, how his skill set is very wide, you know, he rebounds well, he scores points, and he dishes out assists as well too. So it's good to see all these guys in the All-Star event. They deserve it. And Austin, Cecilia, the NBA is all about the fans. The fans, they voted for who they want. But then the coaches now say, okay, chill, you've had your time now. Let's pick the guys, you know, that have worked really hard, the guys that have had a great year, and that's why we have Draymond Green and Klay Thompson.
I totally agree with that addition. Green, that sort of player that when Murray or Klay Thompson,
Steph Curry,
then it's in my head. So Steph Curry and Klay Thompson not giving that sort of play, and then he springs up from nowhere and then does the magic for the Golden State Warriors. And that can also rub off on other players, saying, look, we're playing with the MVP. That means we're all-star players. You know, to have the trio in the All-Star League says it all. That the Golden State Warriors, they've not just been dominant. Every player right there is on fire.
Definitely a team to beat. Okay, well, we'll definitely get to see the list of the All-Stars much later on the program. We'll definitely get to see the list of all that from the West, and of course the full list from the East. Okay, Austin, well,
the German Open?
Yes.
I know, let's play some table tennis now. You know, yesterday, I thought it was going to be really difficult because Arno Quadri was going against, what's his name again? Pa from Sweden. He's ranked number 30, and the guy is a very good player. He had defeated Bobosica from Italy, 4-0. You know, took Bobosica aside. So I was thinking maybe fatigue will come in, but Arno Quadri stayed strong, went on to win down 4-2. Table tennis is not like a regular tennis, so that means they played a game of 6 sets. It was a very long game, but Arno Quadri was able to defeat his Swedish opponent and make it to the main draw. But it wasn't the same story for Abiodun Bode because he was playing a better opponent, and the guy is called a defender. The defender in table tennis is those guys that will lob the ball for you to stroke. So you are using a lot of energy to, you know, send those strokes,
like Andy Murray.
You get tired. So round of 64 results at the German Open. Arno Quadri from Nigeria defeated Bobosica Mihai of Italy 4-0, 11-9, 11-6, 11-5, 11-5. That's some champion stuff right there. And then we told you about Abiodun Bode. That's the confirmation of his result there. He lost to Kim Misyuk from Korea. And then 4-0. But there are always lessons to learn in this sort of, you know, defeat. I mean, he made it to the round of 64. It means the next one I must make the round of 32, you know, and see how he can also go all the way. And then that's the game. I was trying to remember his name, Gerald Pa from Sweden. Arno Quadri was strong against him, won down 4-2 today. He'll be taking on Morizino Matasaka. The Japanese, they are very good, you know, taking tennis to the corners and the edge. So Arno Quadri might, you know, rely a lot on his forehand, and then he needs to focus. Because if you win this, as it is now, it means he will rise on the rankings
Yeah,
because he has made it to the main draw.
Yes.
You know, which is very good. I'll keep saying it here. You have to do all you can to help your own career.
Definitely, and the ranking is very important as well
That's right.
too, because of his 48th ranking. That's why he's got to go through all these games in the first place. Yeah, so if he manages to rise, you know, the next
just chill,
series.
start from the main draw.
Exactly. You know,
Because the top 16 players will stay, you know, and then start from
absolutely.
the main
So
draw.
it's a good one for Aruna Quadri for. But they are
Abiodun.
yeah, not a very good one for him. But hopefully he's learned a few things, you know, that would help his game, you know, improve later on.
That's
Yeah,
right.
definitely. I think the experience of the German Open will definitely boost his preparations for the Olympics game.
Okay, let's go to our new studio
From the
now.
table.
Okay,
We'll go from the
we'll go
table
to the
to the
main
courts.
tennis.
Come
What
on,
happened
please.
yesterday?
Come on,
I mean,
don't be a-
Novak Djokovic. Okay,
Don't be a hater.
Maybe because I just can't wait to see the final, and that's what we're waiting for.
Yes,
well, okay.
Djokovic.
Djokovic,
Yeah, there's
Roger
not a lot to say
Federer,
about
not
it.
a lot to say. But the good thing is that it wasn't a complete bleeding, so to speak. I mean, the first two sets was
That's what it
awful.
looked like.
No,
It looked like that, yes.
no, the first two sets, of course, was bleeding. I mean, Federer had to stop the
It was a
bleeding.
rush. It was
And
a
of course,
rush.
he came back 6-3. But come on, he just couldn't play more.
yeah.
And he says, when you have Djokovic playing like that, it's difficult to play him. But it wasn't completely a blowout like I thought it was going to be against Rafael Nadal. Remember,
Yeah,
in the
but-
Qatar Open and all that. I thought that was what Djokovic was going to do to the big boy Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, Roger Federer. But it just didn't happen.
You know why? That's because this is a Grand Slam event. All of that you can say at the
Come on,
ATP.
he
you
can
know,
do
but
that. Remember what happened to, was it 2008 Australian Open?
oh, look at where you're taking us. This is 2016.
When Roger Federer lost to Rafael Nadal, he was crying
He cried.
because
Yeah,
he was
I don't
like,
like-
I mean,
I don't
he won
see
just
that
how many
again.
games? Just 4 games in that one. So I mean, he didn't like it at all.
Just the way he returned
Like
that,
it at
that
all.
smash to the baseline. And
This guy's a
that just
wonderful-
wowed
And
Roger
after
Federer.
we have to give the fans you know, a bit of
Credit,
credit
yeah.
because after the first 2 sets, you know, they didn't like what they were seeing. They wanted to see a competitive
yes,
match,
a
and they
contest.
raised their level of support for Federer. So he fed on it, and you know he raised his game as well too, and that's why I was able to win the 3rd set. But then there was always going to be just one winner, and that's Djokovic. Right now, it's supreme, and it's playing.
23-22 head to head.
Yeah, finally he goes ahead.
That's right.
He edges that one now, and there's not a lot to say about it really, other than the fact that when Roger Federer, just a fun fact, when Roger Federer was on 16 Grand Slams
Yeah.
in 2010,
Yeah, of course.
Novak Djokovic was on 1.
One, yeah. Now he has won
Now he's going to win 11.
11th.
Yeah, and I'm
And
getting,
Rafael
a bit-
Nadal-
I'm getting ahead of myself.
I know.
But it looks like he's going to.
You're loud, you know, you're allowed to feel that way because after seeing what he did to Roger Federer, Sonny Young tweeted at me and said, I told you that my heart was with Roger Federer, my head was with Djokovic. I said, from yesterday's game to forever, whenever Djokovic is on the court, my heart and head going with Djokovic. Because he plays amazing tennis. And you know what? This Serbian is staying focused. When he was asked about Andy Murray or Milos Raonic, he said he needs 2 days to think about it because he wants
Don't
to
be
stay
surprised.
focused.
He might not even train in those 2 days because he says less is more. Because anytime he gets to play longer matches on court, he says he doesn't feel like training because he has spent more time. Spending like 4 or 5 hours on court is even enough for him.
Yeah, incredible. And this Djokovic right now is in a situation Rafael Nadal was a couple of years ago in his prime, where he's got the better head-to-head against all the top five players around him. Same situation with Djokovic now. So let's just agree that it's his time. You know, it's his era.
You should enjoy it.
You should enjoy it while
Enjoy
it
it.
lasts, because it's not going to last forever. You know, injuries are going to set in later on. You know, age is going to, it's going to count as well. So yeah, so good luck to Djokovic.
I see.
He's on his way to winning a sixth title.
You said 6 titles, he's on his way to becoming a legend in tennis.
He's a legend
But for the moment,